Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Feece Show, number 19. Today we'll be talking about Feece news, topics happening in California, and we'll be doing book review. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Feece News. I'm your host, Luke Feece. Today, we'll be talking about the wildfires happening in California, Oregon, and Washington, and we'll also be talking about the election upcoming. As most of you already know, California is burning. It is actually the largest record holder in California wildfire history. California, Oregon, and Washington are all burning in a horrific state. There are a total of 7,718 fires according to a source which I will post in the description below. California has found that over 3 million acres have been burned across California, Oregon, and Nevada. According to Miles Taylor, a person in the Department of Homeland Security, stated that President Trump said this. He told us to stop giving money to people who had houses burned down because he was so rageful that California didn't support him. Donald Trump has a personal grudge over the West. Trump is doing little to nothing to prevent these wildfires from happening across California, Nevada, and Oregon. In election news, there are 2 candidates left in the election for the upcoming 2020 polls. Biden, the Democrat, and Trump, the Republican. Make sure to register to vote by October 19th. An election day deadline is November 3rd. That is it for Feece News. Now on to book review. Welcome back to this episode of Book Review. Today, we'll be going over a number of books that I think you could definitely benefit from. We're going to be talking about some self-help books. Now, if you live in Grass Valley or around that Sacramento area, you may have heard of Sierra College. I currently am taking some classes in Sierra College and have discovered a book by Stephen Covey called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I mean, I already knew about this book, but it is a very popular book. And Stephen Covey was an author, obviously, and a professor, I think. And he also, he was a speaker, and he did a lot of things that was self-help wise. And this book has a lot of interesting things that you visualize how you can better your circumstances in life. Another thing about this book is he actually has visual graphs inside. So this is one example. A chapter I liked in this book was the chapter of reactive and proactive people. Now, an example of a reactive person is someone who reacts to their situation and says, "Oh, I don't know how we can overcome this obstacle," and pretty much just complains about it. A proactive person looks at the obstacle, tries to figure out approaches, and does it even though it's hard. That's pretty much the difference of reactive and proactive people. He also has a graph about the circle of influence saying we can have things in our life we can control and we have things we cannot control. So if we focus on the things we can't control, then we'll just be dwelling in things and negative emotions will come into our mindset. But if we focus on the things we can control, then we'll be able to better control the things we can't control easier. So this is a good book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. If you are in high school and want to do some self-help reflection, I don't know why I didn't read this when I was in high school as much as I should have, but this is called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, also written by Stephen Covey. Wait, no, it's not Stephen Covey. Sean Covey? Oh, okay. Guess it's a different, but Must be a relative. Anyways, this is a similar book. It's more of a you write your ideas and reflect on yourself. This appears to be more do-it-yourself kind of thing. You can write your own ideas and reflect on yourself. Both books are great. I prefer, if you really want to get into depth with helping yourself as a human, this one, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is the one to go to. Okay, this book is a little different. Have you ever heard of Nirvana, the band that made hair bands go bye-bye? This book, I got it when I was in high school for Christmas, and it is you can get it at Barnes & Noble's. I saw it there, and I don't know how much it is, but writing Kurt Cobain made, but all it has Smells Like Teen Spirit, the rough draft of how he wrote it. It has In Bloom, it has like messages to drummers and people and producers and I'm trying to get off the ground. And a lot of writings are in this book. And to be honest, the writing looks really sloppy. That's kind of the point. He put a lot of his anger and frustration into this writing, and this is a great book for just getting inspired to look at it and think like, oh, this is how he wrote his lyrics. Another book, I do not have this hard copy anymore, but I used to. And another book, you can also get it on Audible. It's called Total Recall. Total Recall. And it's a book written by Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's pretty much about his life, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you don't know him, you probably live under a rock. He's a governor of California, was the governor of California. He was a bodybuilder, Mr. Olympia. He also was in movies. What doesn't he do? Basically, he wrote a book called Total Recall, talking about how he grew up in Austria during the time of war, and he always wanted to go to America, but he had trouble getting there, and he was forced to serve in the army, and it's a success story, and I thought it was really interesting to show how he developed himself and got to where he is as a human. It's a really inspiring book. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Thank you for watching this episode of Feece Show. And now, I'm going to announce the upcoming videos on Feece Studios. Today, I will post a little short film that I have an idea for. What I was supposed to post Sunday, but will post today, I'm doing a Feece review on the Season 4 of Rick and Morty, because I actually really enjoyed how they wrapped up Season 4. So I'm going to be reviewing that. And then today, I'm also going to post a Feece School. Not sure of the topic, but I will flesh that out soon and give you guys that. Tomorrow we will have a new song. Haven't really thought of it yet, but I will get to that. Wednesday, we will be doing a hustle. Last time I was doing a behind the scenes of me making animation. Today I'm going to do a part 2 of that, and it's called Reload Rock. Not today, Wednesday. And Reload Rock is a new animation I'm making, and the hustle is me making the animation behind the scenes. Thursday will be that Reload Rock posted, and Friday, another Feece Show. Have a great day, guys.